What's up, anglers? Welcome back to a real special episode of Who's Your Angler? I'm your boy Brooklyn, and right now I'm walking around the pond paradise. Some of y'all may hear the fountain and recognize that sound. Yes, we are back because way back when I posted a clip where I asked y'all if y'all want me to clean up pond paradise. If you would like to see us clean this area up, comment below clean up. I will pick a certain couple of spots, this one being one of them, to clean up the shoreline a little bit. Today's the day. Y'all get y'all's wish. Your wish will be granted. So myself, Big Ken Dawg, Tyler will pop out. I'm gonna camp. We're gonna try to clear the bank here of all the debris and all the grass. We're gonna try to clear that bank over there so we can see what's going on. I'm excited to get this project underway. It's been a long time in the making. We had to wait for the weather to get a little cooler so we weren't really like out here sweating and dying. As you can see, my beard is thick. I'm really roughing it this weekend. I'm waiting for Kenny to get here with like a backhoe. I got some kind of grappling hook like Batman system set up where I'm gonna be throwing that out there and pulling the weeds to the shoreline. We're even gonna attempt to move this trailer out of the way, get that out of the line of sight so we can have some prettier background footage when we're shooting in this direction here. But what I really wanted to show you, and let me see if I can get close without really seeing a snake or anything, is right now the pond in this side and the bass pond, though the bass pond is overgrown with grass. I don't even really want to show that, but I don't know if you can see it, but it is super clear down there right now, which is a good and a bad thing. Because it's a good thing because I can see the fish that are down there, and it's a bad thing because I can see the fish that are down there. So our ultimate goal is eventually to maybe even block this side off and drain this so we can dig it down deeper and let this dry out and then eventually fill it back with water. But that's on down the road. We're thinking right now, let's just see if we can't make the shorelines pretty and make it fishable and bring this pond paradise back to its natural state. Well, technically it's in its natural state, so in its original state. Stay tuned. In the meantime, I'm waiting for Kenny to get here. I'm gonna see about getting the line wet and see if we can't catch one of these fish down there. I'm just curious to see if anything's hungry enough to eat this frog. Also, Big Ken Dawg, he was giving me a lot of trash talk the other day, because he's like, "You always fishing the frog, man. You're always fishing the frog. You don't ever catch them. Do you ever actually catch anything on the frog?" And it's not that I don't catch on the frog, it's just, it's challenging. Now you can kind of see how nasty the bass pond is. We've been in a little bit of a drought and it has drained or dried up. There's no water source here for us to add water, so that's just the state that it's in. We did go on a small fishing excursion yesterday before this, and Big Ken Dawg was the only one to hook up yesterday, and it was a short trip. But if you want to see that hookup, I'll show you right now. Woo!
Hey, Ken Dawg, hey,
All right, Ken Dawg hooked up on a redfish back here after we blew into the little cove. Check him out.
Oh, look at that little sucker.
Nice. Well, we completed the redfish mission. I know there's big fish in here. They're just few and far between right now because of the condition of the water. They were already hard pressed to strike something in this body of water anyway, so I'm not surprised I'm not seeing any action. Also, I'm curious to see if I can catch a bass before Kenny gets here, but not if the wind keeps blowing it where I don't want it to go. Oh, it was a little guy. I see a bigger one though. The water's so clear. If you could see and walk clearly, safely down the shoreline, you could fish this whole thing, man. It's beautiful. Like, we're not gonna worry about clearing the bank on the other side, but eventually we wanna clear all of this too. We wanna, make the pond paradise a pond paradise again. Restore it to its former glory. It's gonna be a challenge though. I think the one thing I have going for me, when the frog hits the water, it makes a lot of noise. So in the past, in this area right here, the bass group up. Ooh, hit the bank. Looks like some just entered the water. The wind really has me thrown off right now, because down by the water where I'm standing there is none, but as soon as I launch the frog through the air, where I'm aiming, it's going like 10 yards to the right or to the left, depending on the breeze. I'm gonna launch it all the way across the pond. Dang. Oh, a little bass took it. Wait. Something big is hanging out there in the middle. Guys, I just had a monster strike. I know you're like, of course you did when the camera was off. But it was a monster strike. I'm gonna try to go back for him. He may be there, he may not. It's close. Oh, we are fish on, baby. But guess what? He is so in the grass. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. I'm pulling like a mountain of grass to me with him. Oh my God. I almost hope he comes off, because I don't know how I'm gonna get all of that out the water. There's sticks and everything in front of us. We got a mountain to move. This is why we need to clear the pond. This is ridiculous. There's a giant fish down there, and I might lose him or break my rod. Point this down so y'all can see a little bit more. Sorry, bad angle, bad angle. Oh my God, now he's digging in. What's happening here? Oh, come on, no, come on. I lost him. Now I'm just dragging. Now I'm just dragging all the grass. No, he's still there. He's still there. That is him. Come on. He doesn't even know he's a fish anymore. No, I lost him. Oh, I lost him. Kenny, we need to do something about this pond, bro. I put that in the perfect spot. He hit it. I swear he hooked up. He put me so low in the grass that he probably came off early too. The only part of me that's happy about what just happened is that y'all saw that I got smashed. Hopefully you saw. Who knows what you saw, because the camera angles in this moment have been really bad. Let's switch it up and see if we can't Texas rig something out of here before Kenny gets here. Maybe we can do that. I don't know, we can act like we don't see him and put a Texas rig on real quick and go try to fish that cove right fast. Man, that bass hit hard. He hit me twice. And the first time I definitely wasn't ready. The second time I was ready. The only problem was the second time, y'all may or may not have saw all the grass that was there. We're gonna grab one of these Yamato Cincos, slap them on, juice them up, bam. Close this up. I hear Kenny coming, but we gonna run. We gotta try something real quick. All right, Kenny is pulling in on that side. He's got the trailer and everything. He motioned to me like, "What are you doing?" I gave him the finger, not that way though. The hold on man, I'm in the middle of something finger. All right, that didn't work there. There's no way that this Cinco without a weight is gonna get below the surface, which is actually still good. But I'm gonna hit that one clearing one time, drag through there, see if we can't snag one of the bass that was looking at this earlier, looking at the frog earlier. Oh, one hit real quick. Got him. Got him. Come on, baby. Tiny little guy. But we got him. We did it. We couldn't do it. Technically, we couldn't do it before. Well, we could have had we ran this setup earlier and just banged out a quick catch with the Cinco like we just did. Check out this little guy. Nice. Fast flip. It wasn't in the cards to do it before Kenny actually got back to the property. But we did catch one just now. So I'm happy. Not that monster that got off, but whatever. All right, there's Big Ken Dawg doing Big Ken Dawg things. Got the backhoe. We'll see how well we can use it to achieve our goals of cleaning up this pond paradise. Now we got Braden, Big Bray Dog. I don't know what we want. Braden pulling up with one of the four-wheelers here. We're gonna use that to pull the grappling hook out of the water. So when we throw it in there, we also got these like rake things. We're calling them rake things. But our goal with that is to throw that in the water and just pull it with the four-wheeler and remove all of the shoreline trash. We'll move all this stuff too. So this is our before. Because I don't have a lot of battery life and we're just gonna pull it off to the side, I'm not gonna film this as much, but I definitely will show y'all the after. They're currently trying to put the trailer on that hitch so they can try to pull it out the way. I am gonna test my theory about moving this pond muck right here real quick. Oh, yes, sir. Look at all of that that just came out of there. We are gonna have to be careful because I did pull a snake out. Look, copperhead right there. But that's why we need to clear this. I guess I need to get my machete to chop that off there. Cool. They pulled it a little bit.
Need a hammer. Got a sword?
I got a sword, not a hammer. Okay, I did a little test run. I thought that I was recording, but I did a little test run to see if we'd be able to clear the shoreline with the grappling hook, and we sure did. The major thing was when I pulled it out, there was a little copperhead, baby copperhead in there. So, and all of this muck is like right here, and I don't want to dig through it if there's going to be snakes. So we're just going to cut it like that there. Throw that back in there. That should free this end a little bit. There we go. Bajunko. Cool. Out of curiosity, let's go for this part right here. Look at how easy that just comes out of there. Yep. Pick this up. Throw it nice and deep. Look at that. Look at that. No baby snakes in it? Cool. That's the mission. The question is, what happens when we throw it in something with a lot of grass? Like, what happens if we throw it right here? Oh yeah! Strike zone! I really need to put this on my hip, so I'm gonna put this on my hip and I'm gonna see how much I can fool around with here, just getting this shoreline clear, because it's clear up until what these lilies are, and that's all grown into the dirt that's down here, so I can't do anything about that unless we weed eat. So In the back of the truck.
Yeah, I like this one though. This is all I need.
That's the head trimmer. Let me see when you're done.
Broken.
What?
When you grab the jacks out when I lift it, you can back up.
I guess I'm not doing part of my project over here. All right.
Maybe they don't come out.
We don't need to save them.
Go on the other side.
Save
Where's
it.
the ants?
Ooh, Lord. Look at all the ants right there. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a bunch of fire ants right there. They're not gonna come out. All right, let me do what I was doing. I really hate to lose some of this shade here, but I am gonna open up for our casting area here as much as possible. Let's do that now. Kenny told me not to cut this limb because it's his favorite limb.
This is my favorite limb.
This limb right here? Like,
oh. Yeah, that one.
this your favorite limb? We don't play favorites around here.
Okay.
Up. There we go. Nice. Opening up the field of view, baby.
Who's your tree trimmer?
There you go. We in the house, baby. But I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done. Woo! I wonder how he's gonna get out of there. I opened up some of the shoreline and I do want to get that branch there, but as far as the visual, now we have all the debris down here. But next, or at least for tonight, I'm going to drag this as like a perimeter right here, because I'll be putting my camp base here again, and that'll give me some shelter from the creatures that wander in the back there. Plan on pulling that or something?
Yep. Pretty smart if you ask me.
Hey, work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, I tipped it over and I saw that the top was open. I was like, oh yeah, I can just strap it where it's opening right there, strap it together, hook up to the floor and pull it.
Cool. Everybody's got their jobs, man. I love it. See, you can already tell how much we've opened up the shore here, because this was about 4 foot out of grass, and I've only just done a little bit of experimenting with the grappling hook. But we've already cleared that out the way, the trailer out the way. I've opened up some of this area here, and Kenny's back in the back with the backhoe, moving that trailer even further back on the property. So, I mean, it's like back there now, which is cool. I'm gonna tackle this little bit of grass that's right here, see if I can't get this pulled in. This right here, see if I can't get that pulled in. And then this little area will be good to go. Got a little bit of a wall situated here. Kenny's moving my wall.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That's okay. I didn't tell him what it was for, and he wants to be able to drive the truck around here, so we won't fault him for that. The smart man right there. Smart man. Hopefully it stays together while he does that. Kenny's over here making a burn pile. Unfortunately, there's a burn ban right now. I was gonna do a campfire meal. However, I got a hot plate. There's electricity out here. We're just gonna handle it that way this time. We just cleared this little patch. Look how much open that is now. So the grass was sticking out almost as far as there, all the way over here. And it's whew, clear as day now. Love it, love to see it. Keep going. We're gonna tackle this part next, and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Got it stuck at the shore, so we're gonna get the four-wheeler here in a minute and pull that out all the way. Waiting for Braden to be able to clear that up as much as possible so I can get over there and throw a little better. See what happens. I'm gonna set this up and see if we can't use this to do the same job as that little grappling hook. I'm hoping, because it's wider, it'll do better. We're gonna put this anchor rope on here as well. Comes with this. Throw that on there. Would you be so kind to guide that this way? So this time we're gonna see how well this does here. All right, it definitely hooks on. Let's go get the four-wheel and see what we can do with it. Because it's so heavy and everything is kind of light and whatnot, I'm gonna back it up with this here. Put that there. And I'm gonna tie both of these ropes off to the four-wheeler and drag it out the way. So I tested this here and the 3 little hooks grabbed grass, but it didn't grab as much as everything else.
Come on, buddy. Come here.
So I'm not sure how well that's gonna work. And you can see when we put some extreme pressure on this, it bent this. We do that a couple more times and that's cooked. I have to think about this. Done as much as I can at the moment without being able to weed whack. The weed whacker that is here is a strong one, however, it can't prime it because the primer button is messed up. What I'm seeing is this stuff will probably come out of here easier if I can knock down as much of it that is actually in the dirt, rather, grown in the dirt instead of in the water from the shoreline. So in a moment, hopefully Braden will go get the other weed whacker and I'll be able to at least clean this up here today. While I'm waiting on that, I'm gonna tack this here and open this up here. Much like that. It's all dead, so chop it now. Fairly easy. All right, that didn't last long. It was taking too much effort and I'm tired. Reality is I want to just fish at this point, but I really want the weed whacker so I can see where the shore ends and the grass in the pond begins.
10 seconds later.
Oh, gotta take it on.